Hi and welcome to the channel. I am Richard Jenders and I am the host of Jenders Gaming. Now this channel has been live for about a year and a half now, but I have realized that I have not formally introduced myself, who I am. And I have been thinking about starting a vlog for quite some time, but I haven't really gotten around to it. Now, don't worry, I'm not gonna post a vlog every day and tell you about all of my worries and my childhood dreams and whatever. I might do a video every now and then just to randomly shake up the channel a little bit and do something different. But before I start to do that, I would like to tell you who I am. And then, a few days ago, I was tagged by this guy over here, Boardgame Dave. And he tagged me in Jenna Rose's tag, tabletop tag. And this is a hashtag on YouTube, or maybe any social media, I don't know, where you answer 20 questions about yourself, to give the viewers a little bit of an idea of who you are. And I thought that it was the perfect opportunity for me to formally introduce myself for all of you out there watching this channel. So thank you, Board Game Dave, for having me on this. Thank you, Jenna Rose, for starting this tag. It was a lovely idea. So I'm thinking I'm just going to start here. I'm just going to get right into it and go through the 20 questions. Now let's get down to the first question. I am actually using Board Game Dave's YouTube page here as a little cheat sheet to see the questions because, hey, I'm no genius. I can't remember 20 questions by heart, right? So let's get down to the first question here. It's what's your name, age, and location? Well, my name is actually Richard Jenders. Therefore, the channel is called Jenders Gaming with a J. You do not want to Google Jenders Gaming with a G. You're gonna get some weird things, I'm gonna tell you that. So Jenders Gaming with a J, because it's my last name. I've actually tattooed it on my arm here just to remember it myself. Now, my age is 35. Am I that old? I'm 35 years old. Yeah, that's wow. And my location is in the southern parts of Sweden. Sweden is a long, thin country, and I am located at the bottom of that country. And I live outside a little town called Landskrona. Question number 2 is, what was your favorite childhood board game? And it was this one right here, The Lost Diamond from Alga. I enjoyed this game so much when I was a child. You know, you're going around in a jungle, you're traveling the world, by foot, by boat. You need to pick up your little visas here to find the diamonds deep into the forest. I really enjoyed this game. And today, this is actually one of my children's favorite board games as well. The third question here is, when did you really get into the board game hobby? I really got into this hobby a couple of years ago when I met a friend who today is a good friend of mine and we play regularly. I went over to his house just to have a little game night and try to see if it was something for me. I mean, I had played board games before, I had played board game as a child, I had done some Pokemon card games, but I hadn't really gotten into the hobby yet. Then we sat down one evening and we played Zombicide. And since that night, I have been hooked to this world of small things. What was the first game you purchased and do you still own it? Well, it was this bad boy right here. And yes, I do still own it. Otherwise it would be quite weird of me having it here. But I think you can see that this was one of my first games because look at the wear and tear on this box. Wow, I have opened this box and closed it so many times. I have taken it with me on vacations. I've taken it with me to lonely hotel nights on work. I have even painted the small little miniatures here in this box because every now and then I paint miniatures. Look at these cool little figures here. The fifth question is, do you have any other hobbies than board games? Well, I do love to work out every now and then. But I also love to paint miniatures and craft my own little terrain here. I love when you play a miniature games and they're just a little bit of things out here on the board just to make it a little bit more cool, really. And this is actually a dice tower I built. And of course, I enjoy making content about board games. Otherwise, it would be weird of me to put down all of these hours in making these videos. But also to spend time with my lovely family. Next question is, what was your breakthrough game? Oh, well, it was this bad boy right here. And this game hooked me good. It got me into doing the whole miniature little painting things here with the little terrain pieces and everything. And I even did my own player mats to this game. And I have finished this bad boy twice. What is a theme that always draws you in? Well, if you pretty much just mention the word of space, I am with you. What's your favorite mechanism? Well, I have to say worker placement today actually. A while back I was not that into worker placement, but the last couple of years here I have been playing a lot of good worker placement games. What's a mechanism that you don't like or aren't that good at? Well, basically any mechanism that is based on luck. I do not like, because then it feels like, well, anyone can win the game and it's just based on whoever has the most luck that evening. But another mechanism that I actually like, but that I'm really bad at, is to roll a die. I love to roll dice, but they just hate being rolled by me. What is the newest game in my collection? Well, it is this one here. And it's Wheeled Fate from Ivy Studios. And I have not had the pleasure to play this game yet, but man, I'm looking forward to it. What's your favorite player count? Well, I think I have to say that 3 is a good number. It might even be the magic number, because 4 or more has a tendency of dragging out the game and its sessions become so long. And 2 players, I mean, there's a lot of good 2-player games out there, but when I play 2 players, it feels like it's just me and another player just going back and forth doing actions, and the game ends a bit too quick, I think. But my absolutely favorite player count is actually just 1. Me, myself, and I. And I know, it sounds sad. It sounds like I am an angry old man sitting for myself in a dark room, hating people and playing games. But it's not like that. I mean, I work as a salesperson. I meet a lot of people every day. I speak on the phone, and you have the internet, and you have a lot of things going on. There's a lot of interaction in my life. So I really, really love to just sit down by myself and play a good game. There's nothing wrong with that. Question number 12. What is your board game pet peeve? What the hell does that mean? Ah, man, I gotta Google that. I'm from Sweden. I have no idea what a pet peeve is. Pet peeve. See, there's more people than me that don't understand it. It's already there. Pet peeve. Something that a particular person finds especially annoying. One of my biggest pet peeve is poor customer service. Okay, so my pet peeve, or thing that I just find really annoying, is probably a player that takes too long time to take their turn. Sometimes it just drives me crazy when someone is sitting down and rethinking the same move 6, 7, 8 times. I mean, come on, do the move! What player color do you use most often? I don't think I have a specific player color. I just pick a color. I don't care. I mean, I'm not that specifically fond of yellow, but it's not because I don't like to play yellow, it's just because I don't like the color yellow. I think I have to say pass on that one. Do you open and punch a game right away, or wait until you play for the first time? I can't even wait until I get out on the parking lot before I have unwrapped the box and everything in it. I mean, I literally have started to punch out games in my car on the parking lot. What is wrong with me? Question number 13 or 14, maybe 15. I don't know, but it's a quite good question, because the question is, do you read the rules or do you watch how to play videos? Well, I make how to play videos, but most of the time I do not watch them. I read the rule books. Then I take out the game on the board and I look at all the components first, and then I start going through the different phases of the game, playing the game against myself. Man, that sounded sad. But that's actually a really good way to learn the rules. And if I have done all these steps and I've gone through the game and everything, and there's still something I quite don't understand, well, then I go online to see if there is a how to play video. Usually watch it played. I love Rodney. What's your favorite snack to eat while playing board games? I do not eat snacks while I play board games because I don't want to get my game all sticky, icky, and dirty. I barely drink when I play board games, and if I do, I have the water or whatever it is far, far away from the game. Have you ever been to a board game convention? If so, which one? Well, sadly I have not, but hopefully I am going to Essen this year with a good friend of mine, Ordinary Board Gamer. What's an unreleased game that you are looking most forward to? Frosthaven! Frosthaven! Come on, when does this game releases? When does it come out? I've been waiting so long time for Frosthaven. What's your favorite thing about the board game hobby? I know this is gonna sound cheesy, it's gonna sound like I'm trying to get a lot of followers by saying this, but no, I'm not. I really, really mean this. I love the community. I mean, the board games are great, but the community is even better. There are so many beautiful, great, kind people in this community. I have never been a part of any community where people are so open, so warm-hearted, or so ready to help a brother or sister out. And that is kind of a big deal for me to be this big part of this community. If the community hadn't been the way it was, I would not have been a part of it anymore. I would probably buy a game or two or sit by myself and play them, but I would not be making videos, I would not be having an Instagram, and I will definitely not be on TikTok. But this community just kept on dragging me in, making me feel more and more welcome. And for that, I am so grateful. Thank you. We are down to the very last question, and that question is, what other people would I like to see doing a video just like this? Well, I have a bunch of people on my list that I would love to see doing this. We have DB Games and Ninja Geek Games over in the UK. Come on, buddies, I would love to see you sit down and tell us a little bit more about yourself. And then we have the good friend of mine, Dennis, the Ordinary Board Gamer. But I think he have already started to do this, so I don't think that I can mention him. Another one that I would love to see sitting down and do this is Board Game Dad. I would love to see you and Redford sit down and go through all of these 20 questions. I would also like to know a little bit about Garrett, the Boardgamemeeple, to hear about him. I mean, he interviews a lot of people, but have anybody ever interviewed him? No, he can do it himself. And then we have Lord of the Board. A good fella of mine. He have actually supported me a lot, giving me a lot of shout outs, but I would like to know a little bit more about him. And then we of course have some of the big ones. I mean, if I could see Rodney Smith sit down and saying all of these questions here, telling us more about yourself, that would be like a dream come true. The same thing with Quackalope. Come on, man, give us a and tell us more about yourself. Finally, sit down and shut up. Oh, that would be just amazing to hear you sit down in a group or whatever and talk these 20 questions through. That would just be so amazing to see. Now that was a lot of people and a lot of shout outs, and I'm going to link them all down in the description. So if you have the chance, go in there and check them out. And if you like what you see, well, give them a little subscription. There you have it, people. That was me doing the tabletop tag hashtag, answering the 20 questions. And I have had a lot of fun making this video. So thank you, Dave, for having me. Thank you for tagging me. And thank you for all of the support you have shown me, man. I mean, I don't think I can pay that back. You are just a great creature, and I hope that you enjoy making the videos you make just as much as I do. It sure looks like it. Now, like I said, I have answered the 20 questions here, but if you have any more questions that you would like to know, well, be sure to ask them down in the comments and I will reply. Not any dirty ones though, I won't reply on those ones. But the rest, feel free to ask me, right? And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna try to make a vlog every now and then. I'm not gonna promise to make a vlog every week. I'm not even sure you want to watch a vlog every week. But when I feel like I have enough material, I will try to put together a video and hopefully you will enjoy it. And if you don't, well, don't watch it. You have been watching Jenders Gaming, people, and now you know why it's called Jenders Gaming. And until next time, please keep on spreading that board gaming love I know you all have. Peace.